Welcome back to Right-Wing Chatter, the unapologetic voice for true British patriots who demand real action to reclaim our nation from the globalist grip. If you're fed up with the endless tide of illegal migrants, the betrayal by weak politicians, and the woke establishment selling out our sovereignty, then buckle up. Today, we're exposing how Reform UK is running terrified from Restore Britain's hardcore immigration policies. That's right. Nigel Farage's floundering centrists are scrambling to beef up their own rhetoric, trying to sound just like Restore Britain, but trust me, they're not even close. How pathetic is it that the so-called tough guys are copying the real heroes just to stay relevant? Let's dive into the latest developments. In the last 24 hours, Reform UK announced plans to slap visa bans on countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan, Eritrea, Sudan, and Syria if they don't take back their illegal migrants. Chairman Zia Yusuf is out there talking big about prioritising British interests and stricter border controls. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's because Restore Britain has been leading the charge with far bolder, more comprehensive policies from day one. Rupert Lowe and his team are calling for mass deportations of millions, not just illegals, but anyone who doesn't integrate or drains our resources. They're pushing for red-listing entire nations, banning visas outright regardless of cooperation, and ending the farce of endless appeals and human rights loopholes. Restore's 111-page deportation blueprint lays it all out: zero tolerance, swift removals, and real deterrents like cutting foreign aid and trade ties. Reform's announcement? It's a watered-down pamphlet, barely 6 pages, with vague threats that echo Restore but lack the teeth. This isn't coincidence, it's fear. Restore Britain's surge to over 60,000 members and high-profile defections has Reform panicking, rushing out copycat policies to stem the bleed. But why settle for imitation when you can have the original powerhouse fighting for a truly British Britain? Social media is ablaze with reactions, and let's be honest, most are ripping into Reform for this desperate ploy. One user wrote, "Reform have gone soft. They're afraid to say what Rupert Lowe has said. Farage is a snake oil salesman, and every new policy from Restore Britain is spot on." Another commenter said, "Only Restore will actually do what they say. Reform will be a circus of uniparty politics, about as tough on immigration as Labour on grooming gangs." And someone else pointed out, "Restore Britain will deport millions and encourage millions more to return home, while Reform refuses to tackle mass immigration head-on." The criticism keeps coming. Man, Reform UK is just a bunch of pussies at this point. Restore is going to put a visa ban on those countries anyway, like it doesn't matter what they do. Even when folks try to defend Reform, it falls flat. One said the policies are 85% aligned, but that's just admitting Restore is the gold standard they're chasing. A few supporters claim Reform announced similar ideas last year, but the backlash is fierce. Reform's policy is a carbon copy of Restore's, except Restore has the guts to jazz it up with real mass deportations. Why vote for copycats who'll help Labour win? And another vented, "All these politicians blame immigration, but Reform and Restore distract from the real elites." Wait, no, Restore actually has detailed plans while Reform's just words. The tide is turning. Patriots are calling out Reform's half measures, with one declaring, "Reform is the coward's choice for those who've given up on their own people." It's clear, the British public sees through the facade, and they're flocking to Restore for the radical change we need. Now, onto the opinion segment, and boy, do I have a rant for you. How dare Reform UK pretend they're the saviours when they're just sell-out centrists folding under pressure? They've cozied up to the establishment, talking tough but delivering nothing. No real plan for mass deportations, no bans on divisive practices like Sharia or burqas, no ironclad support for our farmers against globalist green agendas. Restore Britain? They're the heroic, common-sense force saying what needs to be said. Millions must go if we're to save our homeland. We'll deport illegals en masse, strip citizenship from those who abuse our hospitality, ban visas from high-risk nations outright, and end the ECHR stranglehold that's turned our borders into a joke. Why stop at threats? Restore will cut foreign aid to non-cooperative countries, impose trade sanctions, and prioritise British jobs, homes and safety. Reform's visa ban bluster. It's a feeble attempt to match Restore's firepower, but it falls short. No mention of deporting entire communities that refuse to integrate, no bold moves to ban halal in public institutions, or protect our Christian heritage from cultural erasure. The Tories and Labour are traitors who flooded us with unchecked migration, crushing our NHS, housing and communities. But Reform? They're the weak right-wing pretenders, floundering in the middle, scared to go all in because they crave mainstream approval. Where's their spine? Their net emigration talk is spin. Restore's the only one with the detailed blueprint to reverse decades of betrayal. Centrists like Reform are part of the problem, enabling the woke mobs and globalists by not fighting hard enough. Why mimic the heroes when you could join them? Restore Britain offers real solutions: secure borders, farmer tax breaks, pub protections, and unapologetic patriotism. Anything less is surrender. So here's the call to action. If you're watching this and you're tired of the riots, tired of the excuses, tired of being told your own country isn't really yours anymore, then it's time to move. Join Restore Britain. Go to their website, sign up, get involved locally, and help build this umbrella of real patriotic resistance. And for this channel, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video so more people hear that there is a real alternative and it's not Labour, not the Tories, and not the centrist sellouts at Reform UK. This is our moment. The streets are sending a message, the people are waking up, and a new patriotic force has stepped forward to answer the call. Stay strong, stay British.